that he's very, does huge strokes with his brushes and has 6-inch brushes, etc. He actually works a little bit on his shirt, so you can talk to him about what's on his shirt. But he's an absolutely wonderful, wonderful artist. And Besnik, it's wonderful to have you here today.
Thank you very much, John, for your invitation. I'm really happy to be together with all of you guys, creative minds, positive people. I'm first of all very honored to be a part of Daniel Smith and to paint with these beautiful colors. So yeah, let's have some fun tonight or today.
Thanks for that, John. Just a gentle reminder for our friends here, for our guests, just to ensure that you will hear the conversation all throughout, kindly select in the interpretation, kindly select English channel. Thank you. All right, carry on, John.
So Besnik, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? When did you start painting? Maybe who was your mentor if you had one? And when did you invent or get to the really neat style of painting that you have now?
Well, John, I don't remember because as a child, I just remember my parents all the time told me that I was all the time interested to do paintings. And per my knowledge, I know that since as a child, I like to paint and to do something with arts. By the way, I finished Fine Arts faculty, Academy of Fine Arts in Kosovo. My mentor was Fatmir Krupa, and I am still in contacts with this amazing professor and amazing artist. So after finishing studies in Faculty of Arts in Kosovo, in Pristina, in capital of Kosovo, I started also, I proceeded with a master degree in graphics and also painting. And this last years, around 10 or 12 years, I'm trying to be very active with societies around the world of watercolor, where I meet many masters. I met many masters, many good people. I have learned from their sharing the techniques of different, from different countries, from different masters. And yeah, it goes like that, went like that.
Excellent. So let me see if there's any questions from the viewers. They're just saying, Ida says, nice to see you, Besnik. Elisa, hi everyone, hello, Elisa. Besnik, can you show us some of your artwork? And then maybe what you could do is show us maybe a presentation, a live presentation, which would be wonderful.
Yeah, I already prepared a few of my artworks in watercolor technique. I will show them. One of my favorite themes is tulip theme, which I do it in abstract way. It looks like this. The colors are a little bit light here. Maybe the camera doesn't show all the transparent colors. One of them is this. Another one in different combination of composition. I also do figurative. This is like a little bit abstract gray mixed with some warm orange on top. This is different from tulip. So usually I always concentrate on the expression of the brush stroke. Of course, there are many aspects that we should consider as artists, but one of my main aspects that I always care of is the brush strokes, how to achieve the proper form, proper brush stroke with different kind of brushes that I use. I'm going to show you later, different huge brushes, smaller brushes.
Very nice.
And lately I'm using also, I will show after showing few of more pure watercolors on paper. I will show also a combination of watercolor ground that I'm doing lately, the paintings in canvas, and they really look amazing. I am very satisfied with watercolor ground too, because artists can also make different structures of watercolor ground.
Besnik, how do you choose? I see you do a lot of abstracts. How do you choose to balance your abstracts? They seem to be very well balanced. How do you do that?
Well, John, I think that comes from the experience. If it is good, then it comes really from experience of analyzing how to divide the composition. The main aspect of having a good painting is always good composition. Whether we do abstract painting, any contemporary painting, or realistic painting, we always hear it from many artists that the composition is one of the main issues. So I always take care. For example, let's see here, it's just a simple composition, but from my opinion, what makes it a little bit more attractive is these brush strokes in the middle of this blue looking, let's say, as a seascape or something like that. And then I always try not to leave those effects that come from, how to say, we all know when using watercolors, we always get some effects by itself, the watercolor, which is one of the beauties of using watercolor. But I don't leave it like that. I always try to put more details on that, even if it is one simple small, let's say like this round. You see, I didn't left it alone. I tried to combine it with some other brush stroke or some other colors, and goes like that.
So when you're using your paintings, Besnik, do you use masking fluid, or do you just have in your mind what areas you're going to leave just the paper showing through?
Most of the time, I always consider about the white, to leave it as it is on paper, as it should be on watercolor. But I also use watercolor ground, and I definitely think that it is a must time by time, because it gives you very good contrast of whites. And by combining then with removing some of the details to make different tones of the white, different tones between graduation of the white and black. So yeah, I definitely use the masking liquid. But in all of these paintings I shown you, there is no masking liquid. Here I have masking liquid. I'm going to show after this painting. I will show you now masking liquid where I used and how good it came. For example, masking liquid is used all on these stairs, and here, and here, and in here. No other place is masking liquid used. So you see, it gives, for me, I think it gives very good contrast of this white, because if we want to make some graduation from here top to the bottom, and without using masking liquid, I think it is impossible. Maybe some very good masters, high masters can achieve it, but I think it is a little bit difficult to achieve, because it is a good transition. If you don't use masking liquid, then it should be with a brush to paint like that, and you cannot get this transition from this gray to this other gray. And there is another tulip, this one. This is something like castle, but I don't know if it is a good contrast. I see it in my camera. It's a little bit light contrast. Is the contrast of colors okay? Or because I see in the camera, it looks a little bit light.
No, it looks good on my monitor.
And John, whenever I use, for example, the blue, you see the sky and the sea. I try to mix different blues from Daniel Smith. Some that can give granulating effects, some that are non-granulating. So that makes also good composition. Even when using one color, I always try to mix different effects of that blue or red or whichever of the colors is that. In here, I have used one of the bigger brushes, and then I only have the brush here. I will show how I use in this painting. It's this brush from Herent. It's made in South Korea. It's very nice brand. And you see the brush stroke is like this. But of course, I always try not to do the brush stroke just like very easy. I will demonstrate later on and will show how I try to use the proper movement of the hand to achieve better results of the brush stroke.
It's similar to my number for brush, Besnik.
Okay, this is all a combination of different colors, different series of Daniel Smith that I have used. I also shown this in Istanbul, where I was in workshop before a few days. I showed them different reds, which are quinacridons and normal reds and lunars as well. And here is another painting. Also, I got it in Istanbul workshop and also in Izmir. This is ballerina. So I have used all the white is masking liquid, all the white. And very easy, I have used only, I think this is Alvaro Caliente, and this is lavender color. I have just mixed these two colors, and then with dropping the water, it came this beautiful graduation and this beautiful effects of dark to lighter tone. And then I just removed the masking liquid, and it came this nice contrast. In this one, which is Istanbul, I have used different colors, gray colors. I hope it is seen. Here I have used masking liquid only, and on top I didn't use any masking liquid, only by brush. This is another technique. It's totally abstract. I have used different techniques, wet on wet, dry on wet, mixing with different layers, with different colors. In this one is Pristina, capital of Kosovo, one of the views of Pristina. In here, I also use masking liquid. You see all of those lines. I didn't draw this composition with pencil. I draw the whole composition only with the masking liquid, and sorry for that. And then I have removed after using different grays. For example, this is lunar black. This is hematite. This is moon glow. I hope it is visible on camera.
It is.
Visible, I know you see the granulation, beautiful granulation of lunar black. And yeah, I will show. This is in canvas. First, I coated the canvas with watercolor ground, let it dry for 24 hours, and another layer of watercolor ground, let it dry for 24 hours, and then I painted, and it came very nice effects, just similar as in the best quality papers. I will show you another one, bigger composition of painting. This one, it's in a canvas. I will try to get it closer to the camera to see the is it visible? This you see it gives very beautiful structure. How I did it is first I made a normal coat, very flat coat with watercolor ground, and then next day I didn't made it all flat. I let it like this irregular shape of this structure, let it dry another 24 hours, and then I painted, and the effect is of the color effect is very nice, similar to the painting in a normal paper.
Besnik, one question that was asked is, Sandra says, do you take lots of notes because your memory's so good about the paintings you do, or do you just use your memory to remember about each painting?
Oh, thank you for that compliment. Painting for me is just like a sport. I see myself when there are, for example, 1 week or 2 weeks without painting, I really go some few steps backwards. It's just like in sports. If you are a tennis player or soccer player, and if you don't train every day, you will not go in the proper way of when you are in the playing field, you won't have the positive results. For me, it's like that. I paint every day. Every day I paint. I don't let any day without painting, whether I make some beautiful painting or not so good painting. But this way I keep myself, like, as I said it, as a sportsman. And this way I always remember. I don't write any notes about which color to use or the other color, because I always challenge myself to. Sometimes I always challenge myself to combine different colors which are really hard to combine. For example, let's say green and some other color which are big contrast with each one of them, but trying to get the proper contrast and proper tones, I always try to make the right thing. So I don't take notes. I just try to paint every day, and I think for each of artists, this is the best thing that everybody should do it.
Excellent.
So I have more paintings to show here, but I don't know, the contrast in the camera is not the right one, I think.
It's very vibrant.
I also paint smaller painting formats. This is also, it gives me like a burning image. I don't see the best tones, which are very light tones in this painting, for example. In here.
Oh, yeah.
So I always try to put some energy by the brush, not to make the brush stroke like I am like lazy or a little bit tired, but always trying to make the brush stroke like with very energetic new movement. And it is one of the aspects that gives good thing on each painting that artists do. This is another abstract piece. I'm going to be a little bit faster, maybe, with showing the paintings. So I will be showing the brushes too, okay, John?
That's fine. Yep.
I have plenty. I don't know. You really tell me stop with the paintings, because I have hundreds here. So just tell me when to stop. This one is one of my favorites because I like the color and the composition. It's not very big format, but I like the painting.
So for those of you on Facebook, I'm going to read your messages to Besnik, and for those of you on Zoom, you can unmute yourself and ask Besnik questions directly.
This is Montreal. And yeah, I took this painting especially because I used quinacridons, and I showed them to the artists in Istanbul while I was in Art Sanatsal. And if I can express also some words good words for Art Sanatsal and also for Atanur, because they were really nice with their organizing. In Art Sanatsal, I really had good time. They taken care about all the artists there and me, and we really had a good time, which I won't forget. And then after Art Sanatsal, after Istanbul, I went to Izmir. Atanur did really amazing event as a welcome party and for my demonstration. There I have painted also with Daniel Smith watercolors. Many people love them. And these were the paintings that I showed to them, so people would see just the color combination and the possibilities of using quinacridons. In here I have used only cobalt blue, and others are mostly quinacridons.
Besnik, hello.
Hi, Sylvia.
I would like to know, do you like to paint plein air or from photographs, or is just your imagination or in your studio?
Yeah, I also do plein air from photograph, also most of the time from my imagination. But what I think, even all of us, when we go plein air, we should put our imagination on that painting. Even if we are standing there plein air, if one artist doesn't have his own style, own imagination, then we will just copy the nature. You understand? If we are not going to put the proper, the things that we have, like, let's say, original style, or the things that we love to put in our painting. So of course, I prefer plein air whenever we go through these demonstrations in the different Biennales festivals. For example, we met in Shanghai. We had really good time there in China, and we did plein air. We did studio painting and like that. So I'm okay with any of those. It's not an issue, I think, and it shouldn't be an issue for any of artists.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Sylvia. And yeah, I'm gonna.
Besnik, which paper are you using? Is it 300-pound cold press?
Yeah, most of the time I'm using that one from Arches, but I found out very good paper also in Turkey, in Art Sanatsal. It was not so expensive. They are making, they are importing from, they said they are importing from Fabriano, and they are making with brand name Vincent. They are making some nice blocks, different sizes. I did my demos in those paper. It was really nice. Most of the time I'm using Arches.
What is the, many viewers are asking, what is your inspiration for your abstracts? That is just you have a vision and you paint it, or is there something in nature or something provoke you? What is the impetus of it?
My inspiration, John, comes from nature for anything that God created. So, but I am always trying, for example, when there is some leftover in my table, which is this one, this table that I'm going to demonstrate, and there is some leftover, and I I never throw any piece of small, because I consider Daniel Smith as a very precious pearls that I own for painting, and even a small drop of that color, I put it in paper, and I just start from that, let's say, scratch. If I, for example, if I get this kind of effect, just let's say from that leftover, then I try to combine from here, 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 just by combining trying to get the proper composition, proper combination of the colors, of the tones, and of course the brush stroke. The brush stroke for me is one of the most important things that I love and I like always to put in my paintings, because I think that a good painter can do a masterpiece only with one brush and only with one color, just like many grandmasters are doing even nowadays, for example, only using by grace and like that.
Excellent. Thank you.
I hope I'm giving proper answers. If somebody is confused with my answers, do not hesitate to ask again. This is also another painting. I have used here the masking liquid, and then I have just played with these colors of making granulation, and then I just remove the masking liquid, and it gives very good contrast, as I said it. This is also one brush stroke, you see, with that big brush, one brush stroke, another brush stroke, and finished the first layer, and then I put other details with combining other colors. I don't know, I am not just so sure that all the colors are so visible. Somehow it seems in my camera they're a little bit like burned image.
No, it's not blurred.
It's also another like a cityscape abstract one. Oh, okay. I'm going to show you the beauty of using jadeite, which is one of my favorite greens from Daniel Smith. I also took this poster in Turkey. It's not some masterpiece that I did, but I showed this painting to them, and I just told them, just imagine this portrait without this background, which is jadeite. And really, it wasn't looking that good. Even I remember while I was painting it, it wasn't looking that good. And when I just added this jadeite as a background, it gave so much beauty on this finished painting. Of course, I know it is one of the best portraits that I did, but I just wanted to show the effects of this granulation of jadeite, which was very easy for me to finish this background.
That's Thomas Schaller's favorite color too, is jadeite.
Oh yeah, he's a great artist as well. So yeah, I think we know what is the best colors. So I'm going to show just two more of my favorite paintings, which is one of the Tucelos that I most of the time I learn at that. I listen to their music and I was inspired. I'm going to show it. It's all.
John, what was that color called?
It's a jadeite genuine. It's part of the Primatex series.
Yeah,
Jadeite genuine.
Yep, jadeite, Jadite, and it's part of the Primatex series.
Okay, thank you. That's pretty color.
You're welcome. You're very welcome.
It is in the frame.
Oh, very nice.
It is all gray, and in here I have used just a little bit of masking liquid here, and in here, and no masking liquid at all. I have used here only two of grays. It was Alvaro Caliente and Joseph's book, which one of the series. I really don't remember because I have 4 of them. But any of those that artists can use, it's really beautiful colors. And in here, I will show you the masking liquid I have used in this portrait, which I consider better than the other portrait I have shown. It is Albanian. It's some.
Wow.
It is named Albanian. In here, the mustache, you see, I have used the masking liquid. Is it visible, John?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
So, okay, I have more paintings. If you want me, I can show you more paintings. I have plenty of them, but maybe there is not so much time. I will go ahead to show the brushes, colors, and I will try to do one of the tulip by using one of the big size brushes. Are you guys okay with that, or you want me to show?
That's
you
good. Yeah.
paintings?
No, I think doing a live presentation would be fantastic. There's been lots of questions about your brushes, etc. So.
Okay. So you want me to finish with paintings, right? I will remove paintings and start with showing the brushes. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is better contrast from iPhone. Look at the colors.
Oh, it's gorgeous. That's
Look
so
at the
much.
jadeite.
That's so
This is
bright.
what I was talking about, because from my laptop, the colors are not so beautiful. This is the real color of the painting, the jadeite. It's amazing, beautiful.
Very nice.
I must show you some of the other. Just quick. The granulations, the colors, and so on. This one as well.
When you're not painting, do you ever carry around a sketchbook with you?
Yeah, I carry on some small sketchbooks. I do. I also have some small paintings. Maybe I can show them to you. But it's too messy here today. I did a total mess by choosing some of the paintings. So look at these structures, how beautiful they are by combining the different colors. Huh?
Yeah, they're very nice.
White is from masking liquid. These two. And this is a combination of quinacridons that I said I sent to Istanbul.
God, they're very vibrant.
Yeah, okay, I will remove all of this and show the brushes, okay? No? So I will start from this brush. Are you guys hearing me?
Yep, can see it.
So you see it's 35 centimeters, it's very big brush. It's really nice. I use it most of the time. This one, Heron. I have plenty of nice brushes.
Use 60.
Besnik, about how many of the Daniel Smith colors have you used?
I will show you one of the let me find that. And I will show all the colors that I'm most using. Maybe some of you already saw this, but these are the most used colors that I prefer from Daniel Smith. One of my favorites is, because it's easy to do some nice effects, Rose of Ultramarine, this one.
Yeah.
And I use also Bloodstone. All of this I use, but I'm trying to show blues that I really love. Jadeite. Here it is Lapis Lazuli, Amethyst. Lunars, I really am in love with Lunars, Lunar Violet, Lunar Black, Lunar Blue, and so on. You have very beautiful blues, and all the colors are really amazing. All the colors are really giving so much beauty on my paintings. Potter's pink, for example, you see how beautiful is this pink, this granulating effect. I'm also using hematites time by time. I am also giving to my students these dot cards that you guys did for me. They are using for some effects of after they finish some illustration. So yeah, speaking of brushes, this is also nice from Dogan from Atanul. I am using Neef brushes. I think was it Anders? He mentioned also Neef. Was using Neef as well, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Very nice brushes. Tintoretto. I got these brushes of Tintoretto in Istanbul when I was. It's really beautiful. These really nice effects. I'm going to show you now why I love it. Then guys in Istanbul came with this really nice brand. I really loved and very good price. It's named Vincent. It says Pure Kassan Squirrel. I'm using a Skoda. You know, I can also say thanks to Ricard that he sent these brushes when I organized the Biennale in Kosovo. One of my favorite brushes is this one. It is wolf hair. Whenever I paint tulip theme, I use this one. It's a big brush.
Wow.
And then I have a really nice set of these other brushes from Heron, big sizes. You already saw this 35 centimeters, and these are really nice too. Very, very nice. I really love them. Why I said for this brush, it's really nice. And also this one, it's not for watercolor. I don't know for what Japanese. I think it is written Japanese. I don't know if or Chinese. But when I bought it, they said it's not for watercolor, but I'm using it for some small details. It gives very nice control of those tiny things that I always input as a finish painting. And this one is also very nice from Tintoretto that I said, because it holds so much watercolor on it, and you can paint even, I'm going to show it very fast. If I can show this. So, John, or should I just speak about brushes and colors?
No, I think if you could show us your style, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, I will do that, and then I will use this one as well to show why I love this one.
Fantastic.
And the colors, yeah, I explained about the colors. The colors, I use different colors. Today I'm going to pick just 2 colors to combine. I'm going to remove this from my paper. So we will use only the iPhone on top. I will remove the laptop. Okay.
That's good.
I need this part for my painting.
That'll work.
I remove the laptop. I think we are okay, huh? This paper.
Yeah.
Nice.
John, are you
Yes.
going to be still giving these even after the store closes in Seattle?
One more time, please.
I'm in Seattle. After the store closes, you know, I grew up with Daniel Smith, so I hate to see you guys go, but after the store closes, are you still going to be giving these online presentations?
Yes, absolutely.
Of course, it's
Perfect.
not going to stop ever. So, John, I'm going to use the garlic tonight's Sleeping Beauty turquoise. This one,
Sleeping Beauty.
yeah.
John, after your store closes, are you going to have your own Daniel Smith website for ordering, or is it just going to be through other vendors?
It's going to be through other stores. It was one of the commitments I made several years ago, is I wouldn't be in competition with the retailers carrying our product. So I had
Okay.
a phase out of the company. So it's right now the product is all over the world, which is thank you to you as my customer and to the stores carrying it. You've been wonderful. So yes, it'll be available everywhere, but not from us. We won't be selling against stores.
So I will use some totally different technique I have never used, but I have imagined how I'm going to do it. With this brush, I will paint the tulip. So let's see. I think it's going to come beautiful. I'm going to put different colors here. One, another 1, 2, 3, or 4 colors. And I'm going to mix with this brush, and we'll do a brush stroke. I'm putting here Kingman, green turquoise genuine. Sleeping Beauty, turquoise genuine. Mayan blue genuine. Lavender. Indigo. And again, Sleeping Beauty genuine here on bottom. I'm going to do it very simple. I'm going just to totally wet this brush with water. And just touching the colors. Little bit faster technique, but I think it will be nice. So, okay. This part, I will leave it like this. And then in this other side, I will go ahead with this brush.
Besnik, does your work on top of a piece of plexiglass? Is that what you have the paint on? Is that plexi or glass?
This,
Yes.
it's glass. It's a normal glass. And in here, I'm going to use lavender. For this type of painting, I'm mixing painting in the bottle because I need bigger quantity. And then I just splash it. With this brush, take this palette where I have rows of ultramarine. In here, I have rows of ultramarine already that I have used in Istanbul when I was. And I will use the smaller dots. Now I just play with detail with some smaller brush strokes to give more contrast as a base of composition here on bottom of. How much time do we have?
About 14 minutes.
Okay. I think already I can finish this one.
So if any of you on Zoom want to ask Besnik questions as he's painting, you can go ahead and do so.
Yeah, tell me, what is the question?
I just let the people on Zoom, because they can actually talk, to just, if they want to ask you a question, you go ahead and ask.
So you want me to log in Zoom to see the questions, or you are
No, they can actually talk.
In order for your colors to be so brilliant, do you let them dry before you add another layer or other colors?
Yes, exactly. Of course, it should be done like that. And one very important thing that I have noticed is that I prefer do not ever use hair dryer. It's just from my experience, because hair dryer, it always made colors faded a little bit for me. And when I want to paint with a good contrast, I want the contrast to be visible. And when I use the hair dryer, I always use the contrast of the color. So yeah, it should be dry, but I always let them dry by itself, not using the hair dryer.
Very good.
And layer by layer, of course, I use maybe 3 layers, 4 layers, maybe more than that. But this type of painting is, for me, a little bit faster, because we don't have that much time to do that kind I have shown with different layers, because it needs drying and more details and like that. These paintings, I make them much faster, and I always use them when I do demos.
Understood.
Yeah, thank you.
Besnik, what color are you using as your accent color there, the current one you're painting with? What is that?
I have mixed rows of ultramarine with which one it was? This one, let me see. Indigo.
Rose of ultramarine and indigo.
Yeah. So this is rose of ultramarine, but it is a little bit far, so it's not so visible. And in here, the mix of rose of ultramarine with indigo. When it gets dry, it gives me really nice looking granulations. And you see the lavender also here, it gives me very beautiful granulation, which I really love.
Yeah.
After drying, of course, I will let it dry like this, and then I will add another layer. Probably on top, I will add another color, very light one, not to be mixed with this form of the flower, but just as a background. And then also I will add a little bit more of the dry technique details here. Of course, I will post it, and any of the guys that wants to see the finished, how it's going to look as a photo, they will see the finished painting. But now I want to let it dry here, because it's a little bit wet, and I don't want to be more mixing colors. So it needs to get dry. I can use the hair dryer, but it will be less contrast, which I don't prefer.
Besnik, Clarissa has a question, and she asked, do you have a favorite time of day to paint?
What is my favorite time of painting?
What is your, do you have a favorite time in the day to paint?
I don't know, maybe I'm a little bit busy together with my wife, taking care about kids and also about other things during the day. So my favorite time is during the night.
During the night.
Because I have more time to concentrate and I concentrate just on the painting. So it's one of my favorite times during the night to paint. Of course, I paint during the day as well, just to finish the painting, maybe the one that I was painting the other night, but the 2 or 3 hours, like most of the time I paint by night.
Thank you.
In this kind of painting, sometimes I move the paper, so the colors will come together just by moving the paper. They will get connected with each other. But with these colors, I think it's not necessary. I will just let them dry. And then, as I said, after they get dry, I will add more colors, more contrasted colors, probably some beautiful reds of Daniel Smith in this part. And I think it will look really beautiful.
So Besnik, you're gonna work on that. You're gonna work on that painting a little bit more and post it to your 2 social sites.
Sorry, John, you said you're going to work on that.
I said, are you going to work on that painting a little bit more, since we only have about 8 minutes, and then post it to your social site so people can see what kind of the finished product looks like?
Yeah. I will post it probably tomorrow, the finished one with the background and with the other details in here. So now it needs drying time maybe for about another half an hour, because there is a lot of water here. I don't want to remove the water because it will give very beautiful effects when it gets dry. And I will post it, of course, the finished one. I will post it tomorrow, and people will see.
Okay.
I hope you will like it.
John, I'm going to show to our friends here Besnik's social account. So we have,
Fantastic.
yeah, I'm going to share screen. So this is Besnik's Facebook account. Go ahead and look up for Besnik Semaidi in Facebook, and we also have this as well in Instagram. It's basically just look up for his name, Besnik Semaidi.
Thank you so much, Yasser.
So Ruby asked a question about letting the paints dry. So Besnik's going to let them dry, and then he's going to add more onto his painting to finish it out, and then he'll put it onto his social sites.
Perfect.
Time by
That'd
time,
be
I'm also
great.
posting. Time by time, I'm also posting some videos of my process of painting, so I can. Sometimes I paint portraits, figurative as well. But for this kind of painting, of course, we need more time, not just for half an hour. It's a bit impossible to finish.
So Besnik has also invited any of you to ask him questions on his social site. So if you're thinking about something later on, oh, I wish I would have asked this, or I didn't hear the answer to that, just go ahead and post it, and then Besnik will respond to you. He's wonderful about that.
Yeah, of course, with a big pleasure.
I can see why you have time more at night. You have 3 beautiful children.
Yes, they are really, really nice. A precious thing. You cannot say for this, but today I told them to go and have some fun, because I knew they are going. My smaller daughter would be here, not letting us even do one brush stroke. So they went out, and yeah, I love them.
So with that, a lot of the viewers, Besnik, were saying how beautiful your paintings were, your abstracts were. So you might want to read through the, just really a lot of admiration. I wanted to thank you for being with us today. That was wonderful. Thank you to all the viewers for joining today. It's been really good. Thank you for that really good input. Besnik also did it in the studio, and it was last year, and he really went over almost all of his brushes. And if you like the idea about brushes, he explained each one of them, the fan brushes, the large brushes. You might want to view that to even learn more about his brush choices. And so with that, thank you, Besnik, very much for being on live with us today. It's wonderful.
Thank you very much, John, and thank you everyone who joined, and thank you everyone who sent the admiration words. So I will take a look at that and reply to each one of them. It's a big inspiration for me.
Great. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Facebook.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, John. Thank you, everybody.